Welcome, welcome, beloveds, to our moonly prayer offering to Gaia, which is this time we gather to give back our love and gratitude and devotion to our beloved mother planet in some way or form. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Catalina Rivera Dois, and we do this the first Friday of every month. We receive so much from our beloved mother planet, and it is a beautiful practice to come to a moment of stillness and spaciousness when we can really connect with the tremendous abundance and love and support we receive, and take this moment to rebalance and complete the circuitry of love and offer back our love, our gratitude, our prayers for her, as we are one. So we are in the temple in the frequency of the muse, which you see behind me. So I thought for this prayer offering, we would sit in this for a little bit and bring our prayers to her element of air. The muse holds the air and the fire, so burning things that release smoke definitely speaks to this alchemy of fire and air and the magic that arises from that. So I'm going to invite us to today focus on our gratitude for the beautiful air that we breathe, that brings life to our bodies and to our beloved planet, to all the ways in which air physically and energetically supports us, guides us, and moves us in our unfolding on Earth. So for today, I am going to invite you to bring with you to find something that you can burn that releases smoke. So if you have sage or palo santo or incense or herbs, or copal or resins that you would like to bring forth as an offering, that is invited. If not, you can just join me in spirit. The beautiful thing about air, it is within us and the fire of our spirit. So if you don't have any of those things with you, you can complete this later on your own and join today with the fire of your heart, that beautiful love that is within you, and devotion, and the air that is within your lungs. So when we offer, you'll just be offering your breath infused with your love and gratitude into the air. As we come in. Yeah, so let me just take a moment to see as you pop in, if you want to presence your name and where you're anchoring light from. Even if you are joining as a replay, I would love to feel you with me and to know where you are doing the sacred work of anchoring light on the planet, so we can honor you. So please just place that in the chat, either now live or later on as a replay. Oh, I think we're having some issues with the Facebook Live. Give me one, let's try that again. Okay, so another thing that you can do if you are willing and it's something you want to explore, one of the other gates I hold is the blood mystery. So a beautiful way of incorporating the blood mysteries here is to anoint your offering. So you can take your moon blood, right, that you have collected in a jar, and just simply with your finger anoint the incense stick or the sage or the palo santo or the resin that you're burning. You may, depending on how much you apply, you may need to wait a few seconds or a minute for it to dry before burning. But this way you are adding the blessing of your own womb, that life-giving power that is within you, into your offering to the air, which definitely potentizes and brings another level of magic and beauty to your practice. So loves, I invite us to come fully present. As we begin, we gather, bringing our awareness and our presence into our hearts and into our wombs, allowing yourself to feel your sits bones as they rest upon Matter, Mother, supporting you, supporting us in such a beautiful way. allowing that support to rise up your spine as we open our crowns up to the beauty of the above, to the sun, the moon, and the stars. Feeling, presencing this moment. We are at the cusp of a full moon in Sagittarius tomorrow. So feeling the light of the sun and the light of the moon as she trickles down into us, and the influence of this full moon in Sagittarius within our field in the galactic calendar, just weaving us into the larger timelines. We are today is 10 Ziltkin, which is the Nawal, or the archetype of the eagle. So there is this, again, beautiful synchronicity of the element of air that is coming in, and 10 is the number of community. So it is a propitious day to come together as a community to hold prayers for the bigger vision for Earth, for life, for love. And that's what we are here to do as priestesses as well, right? To hold this, not only our personal prayers, but the prayer for the collective, that we may all move toward harmony and love and light, and we may be a conscious part of Gaia's rising and unfolding as well. So anchoring all of these frequencies within us, I invite us to sink into your heart and sink into your womb for a moment. With the next few breaths, allowing everything within you to empty out. If it serves you to visualize a plug at the bottom of your being and allowing everything to simply flow down and out. Or maybe we anchor in this connection to air, and with the exhale, simply allowing everything within you to be released out into the atmosphere. We empty, 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 that we may be fully present here in this moment of prayer and devotion. And I invite us to focus on our breath now, beloved, and to feel that breath as it comes in and out of your body. Let us connect with the gift of air at this very physical and biological level. This breath of life that anchors us in this world, that first breath of life taken at the very beginning as you are birthed, and that breath, that cadence of inhale and exhale that carries us, this current of air that carries us throughout the fullness of our life. Air that flows into the bloodstream and circulates and sustains life at a cellular level. Air that allows us to release and empty and exhale. Feeling this universal rhythm of ebb and flow through the element of air within you. And as you breathe in deeply, expanding your senses to feel the energy that is in the air, the love, the frequency of life that is here. The many ways in which air supports your unfolding. Feeling the winds of change that have touched your life and have ferried you from one stage to another. Feeling the air that lightens the heart and opens it up to love and compassion and life. Feeling the air in the mind that clarifies and focuses, that gives us that clear vision, and that takes us into flight, physically and metaphorically and energetically, that allows us to rise in consciousness and in our capacity to vision and dream and receive the whispers of the divine, the whispers of the mystery, whispers, air coming in through our vessel, through this beautiful element. Feeling the way that air has taught us to play, to be in spontaneity, ingenuity, and wonder. And that lightness of air allowing us to spread our wings in creative freedom, creativity, inspiration, and spontaneity. Feeling that playful breeze within you. That brings you into the wisdom of play and innocence and flow. Just take a moment to really feel all the ways in which this element of air at all the layers of your being has been enfolding you within and without, supporting you with all of her gifts. All the ways she has come in to blow and clear the stagnancy from our field. That sensation of standing in the wind, arms open wide, clearing our field and receiving new life. The change in the wind bringing new opportunities, new beginnings, novelty. And allow that gratitude that is in your heart to begin to grow, that love for this beautiful element of air to begin to grow and expand within you, to infuse the air within your lungs, to infuse the air within your body. With every breath, that gratitude, that love, that devotion, merging with the air around you, creating a field, an atmosphere of gratitude and love for all that we receive from air. Life is possible because of air. Feel how it connects us through our breath to all living beings. This inhale and exhale. We inhale and exhale each other's breaths. Another realm, subtle realm of connection and interconnection with the whole. And I am grateful for that. So in this field of deep gratitude for air, I invite us now to bring our offering into our hands, into our hearts, and to bring lighter as well. Have that handy. And I invite you to infuse now your prayers for the air, your gratitude and your love into this element, that as you burn it, the smoke may infuse the air and expand your prayers through the globe. And this is another beautiful aspect of air, similar to water. Air circulates the whole planet. So as we place our prayers into the air, these prayers will circulate the globe, will be touching an abundance of life. So placing your prayer now here, loves. Your love, your gratitude. And if there's a central prayer that you wish to hold for the air of our planet as a whole, as it touches all life, placing that here. And when you're ready, taking your lighter and lighting your offering. And I have rose incense here. Not sure if you can see. Rose incense infused in moon blood. The smoke is not a lot, but it is, and I don't think the camera is picking it up, but it is flowing. Just as an example, I also have palo santo. Yeah, the camera's not picking up the smoke either. So we are doing transparent offerings, but it is going. So whatever it is that you have, connecting into the smoke as it arises, as it flows, lifting your prayers. And I invite us to offer your smoke, your air, your love prayers in all the directions. So for me, north is in this direction. So taking a moment to offer to the north, to the winds of the north, giving thanks for the wisdom that they bring for the voices of the ancestors. And placing a prayer here that the air may be filled with wisdom and love. And that this prayer may be carried by the north wind for the benefit of all life. Now orienting toward the east, giving thanks to the breath of life, to the east wind that brings these new beginnings, this change. Giving thanks for clarity and new visions. And placing a prayer here on the east wind for the purity of our air, for the clarity of our air, and that humanity may receive new visions filled with spirit, filled with love, filled with harmony and light for the benefit of all beings. Bringing our offering toward the south now, beloveds, as we give thanks for the play and spontaneity and the sheer movement of air. The flow of air, or the freedom of air. And placing here a prayer in the air, in the south wind, that our air be filled with play and innocence and joy. Now offering our prayers to the west, to the west wind. Giving thanks to all that we receive from the air of the west, for the freedom of our spirit and our hearts and our souls, for the way this air, this wind lifts our hearts and spreads our wings that we may fly together. And placing a prayer here for the freedom, for the free flow of air, that this air may breathe into all life, freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of dreams, and that you may lighten the hearts of all you touch. And then bringing this back to the center, to our own hearts, taking a moment to bless the air within our being. This place where we are the recipients of this element, where we alchemize this air within us. This opportunity we have to contribute to the whole by infusing each breath we have with love, with devotion and gratitude. And if there is a prayer that you wish to place into the air within you and into the air without, to be held by the whole, a prayer that may be of your heart, but aligns with the code of communion that is good for all beings. And in making that prayer, inviting you to shift that prayer so that it is for you and for all beings. Amplifying that prayer. And I am holding here now, in alignment with 10 silt skin, a prayer for prosperity for all beings, for all life, that all beings may have, just as the breath is abundant and free-flowing, all that they need to thrive and fully express themselves in this life. So I hold and amplify here a prayer for prosperity for one and all, releasing this into the winds, into the four winds, into the heart of Gaia. And I'm going to continue to let this prayer burn, this prayer infuse in moon blood. And I invite you, beloveds, as you come back to your heart to close this prayer together, if there is anything that wishes to be shared in the chat, to be witnessed, let's take this moment to do that together. If you are watching this as a replay, I will be coming back, so please place your collective prayer into the chat that we may amplify them together and continue to hold them throughout this moon. I am deeply grateful for each one of you that is remembering this ancient new way of being in relationship with our earth, in devotion and prayer, in offering and sacred reciprocity. And to complete loves, there is another invitation that I've been hearing through the ethers for this moon and the muse, for those of you that love to offer in your moon blood or amrita or your cacao or your water into the earth, or that offer in any other ways. I'm inviting you on this muse moon to bring in creativity and beauty and play. One beautiful way of offering back into the earth and shifting frequency is by creating something beautiful. So I'm inviting you to create a little mandala wherever it is that you usually offer on the earth. So collecting flower petals or herbs or stones, acorns, pine cones. It could be simple and sweet, does not have to be elaborate, but take some time to gather elements and create a little mandala, a sacred geometry to as an offering of love to Gaia. And then if there's any other offerings you wish to place directly into her, then that could be a beautiful recipient for it. Now, one of the shadows that arises in the muse is the idea that, well, I'm not creative, or, sometimes like I can't create something beautiful, or I'm not artistic, or my creativity or artistry or play doesn't look like other people's. So this is the time a place to lean in and allow yourself to make something. And again, it can be super simple. I am not particularly artistic, in full disclosure, but anyone can make a simple spiral, and just that, making a beautiful spiral out of rocks or petals, which is simple and easy, is beautiful and is filled with love and shifts energy and brings in that beautiful sense of play and satisfaction that comes with art. So I invite you to take this challenge and post pictures if you like below, so that I may witness your beautiful mandalas out on the planet. Mama loves being beautified by your hands through her elements. So that's my invitation, loves. Last check here. And I see Jenny Spear is here, and she says, peace for all here on earth. Thank you, love, for anchoring and amplifying this prayer, amplifying it with you. Peace for all here on earth. It is, may it be so. It is so. It is so. It is so. Blessed be, love. All right, with that, we complete our prayer offering. Thank you for those of you that have been with me live. Thank you, Jenny, for adding your voice into our space. Deeply appreciate it, and a beautiful prayer. Thank you for those of you that will be joining through the replay. I can't wait to read and receive your prayers and your mandalas and your experience of this offering. And I will see you again next moon. Oh, my love, many blessings, and happy moon times to all. Bye.